Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Hey Turtle fans, CJ here, back with another video blog for prototypes. Haven't done one of these in a while, mainly because I'd covered most of the topics I wanted to cover and didn't have anything new to talk about until recently when we discovered some original artwork for labels for a lot of the toys. So I wanted to come on here and tell you guys a little bit about that. So we're going to be talking today about, I picked this one because it has a lot of labels, the Surf Buggy. Right, you can see how many labels are on there. So interesting thing about this artwork that was discovered is it's from the early days, like 92 and earlier, and a lot of it's in marker and pen, and that's because Playmates was really trying to save costs in those early days, especially like the first couple of years. The 10-back card backs were all done in marker and ink and colored pencil, and that's a lot cheaper thing for them to do than to get an artist to do a box in acrylics, which is a much higher resolution sort of paint and much more vibrant colors and costs a bit more. So they were going a little bit on the cheap, and you can actually look at the packaging and you can kind of tell if you start to look at it where it shifts over from markers to acrylics. You can really tell the difference. It like almost takes on a glossy look. So anyway, the labels, these are like sticker labels, were done for the early stuff. Were also done in marker. And I'm going to show you here. You can see here, surfed up there, right? And you can see that this one's like twice the size of that. So often these are done in a scale, and you see right here, it actually says 50%. So that means they're going to shrink this down 50% for the toy. So if you look real close, and I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, but you'll see the art here isn't exactly identical to what's on the toy. So in this stash of art, we found kind of three different types of artwork. There are some pieces of the art that match exactly what is on some of the toys. So I would definitely call that original art. On the other end of the scale, there's some of this art that clearly was redrawn with this art only as sort of a reference. I would call that more like design concept artwork. And then there's some that's kind of in the middle. It looks like they took the original and maybe did some touch-ups or some tweaks on it. So it's kind of hard to tell even on some of them. So where does this land in the process? I'd kind of all lump it together the same. It's sort of this hybrid design concept / original label art. And so, but it is all that exists as far as I know. So I'll show you some of the other ones. You can see here we've got the cowabunga. Let's go that way. The cowabunga on the surfboard there, right? On the back side of the surfboard is the other one, the sort of tiki-looking eyeball thing there. And the other side, now this is not the other side of the same sheet. This is two sheets in a single top loader here. But the other side, you can see the runners, which here come down the sides here. You can see those long runners there. A lot of the sticker labels, the little dove, the smiley face, the sunshine, the ninja yin yang are all on here. And some, you can see on the back there, the exhaust, the little exhaust things are right there, right? So we've got, here's some more, you can see it here. Inside there, the console. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see there the console matches up with the console on the inside there, right? We've got the front windshield is here. This little fish piece right here is right there, right? And you've got around the top, you see that little grill. So, and there, oh, and the other thing on here that's neat are the rear view mirror pieces. I'll just pop off of here real quick and show you. So here's one of them. That one matches the sunshine in the boards there. And then the other one is the turtle in the bikini. You can kind of see how those match up. So that's pretty cool to see this artwork. And then the other interesting thing is there are some alternate things here. So, I showed you the cowabunga that ended up on the surfboard here, but then there's this alternate cowabunga. I think maybe they had spelled it wrong or didn't like the aesthetic and changed it to the C. Also on this flag on the back side here, we can see Hang 3 flag artwork, right? And on this page finally are the side panels. You can see there the side panel. There's the one with the crab there. On the back side of this too, there's also a couple alternate designs for the mirrors. So one with a human girl holding a surfboard, and like a silhouette guy on a surfboard out surfing. So the other interesting thing is that oftentimes there are, like I said, the one cowabunga is unused. But if we look at this is a page from the 1991 Toy Fair catalog, and I didn't tear this page out. This catalog was falling apart. So, and you can see here, let's see, right there, you can see that cowabunga, oops, I got this turned around. You can see that cowabunga there on the prototype in the catalog matches this. One of these days I'll get it turned right. So there you go. You can tell that matches up. Another interesting thing on this toy was there were these really weird pants. And I didn't know what they were. And I'm like, well, it kind of looks like they're waving in the wind, right? Maybe that was going to be an original flag. And so I was like, well, I know these, what happened when they designed these is the design house would actually photocopy these and scale them down, cut them out and glue them onto prototypes and send those prototypes off to the photographer, things like that. So the label art we see here should be the label art we see on the actual prototypes. So I thought, well, maybe the Toy Fair catalog certainly would have been a prototype, and maybe we can see if those were indeed flags, as I had surmised. And sure enough, here you can see in the Toy Fair catalog, it says Beach Patrol, which is the lettering is not on the shorts here, but you can tell for sure that those shorts would have been the flag, and at some point in time they changed that to the Hang 3. So real interesting to see all this artwork. And I think I showed pretty much every side. There's some other unused things like Sea Sludge. I don't know where that would have gone. And I think there were like some Band-Aids here. I'm not sure what those were for. Maybe they were on here, they're just not on my toy. So that's a really good deep dive into all the labels here on the Surf Buggy. But while we're here, I wanted to show you a few more. There was a toy that was supposed to come out called the Pop Can Racer, which would be a little vehicle that looked like a dragster that you would shake up a can of soda, put the soda in, and then something would puncture the back side, and the ejection of the carbonated soda out the back would propel the car forward. That never went to production. We do have photos of the prototype. You can find those in the red plastic book. But no other known parts of that car are known to exist until we found some of the sticker art. So here you can see right at the top, it says Pop Can Racer. This would have probably been a label that you could have put around the cola you were going to use. There's an ice, 25 cents. Interesting logo here. Fizz the Foot, which I kind of like. That might be another can. It's the Mutant thing. Right? There's Turtles Cola. We should probably scan these and like actually put them on a can of soda. That'd be pretty cool. And on the back, you've got again some more like fire bursts, maybe for the engines. This says CO2 sewer in reference to the carbonation fueling. It looks like a couple like maybe tops for some cooler that might have been on the toy. I'm not sure. These look like labels that would have been cut out and applied around something, maybe a canister of CO2 or something. So pretty cool to see unproduced art like that. Here's just a couple more I'll just show you for fun. Here's the Mutant military truck. I really like these because they're just really nice and vibrant, especially the ones that go in the windows. Really cool artwork there. And a few more. Here's one for Mini Mutants. And I think there's a couple of these that aren't on the actual, I'm trying to keep it out of the glare there. A couple of these that aren't on the actual toy. The cool thing about this though, I don't have another sheet on the back, so we can see the back here. You can see how, you can see the marker bleeds through, right? There's the front and there's the back. So it's really cool to see that this is actual original art because you can really see that bleed through of the liquid ink. Here's one for the movie star. Again, cool to see the bleed through on the back. This one is for the Leo sewer, which was one of the sewer tubes. This is his flag. And the coolest one I got here is the Mondo Gecko surfboard. And you can see it says Mondo Gecko there. Surfboard for the Mondo Gecko. So that's all. It's just a little bit of insight into how some of the label art was made. And hope you found it interesting. Keep collecting. See you next time.
Teenage Mutant